Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another showing of the Midnight Broadcast Network on YouTube. My name is Slade84, and today we have the Big Apple 200 at the Watkins Glen International Raceway. Be by myself in the booth tonight is Jay Hyper, not able to make it, but we'll be going over his picks as well. He's able to send that in for us. And we have two people in our pre-race interview to start. Going to do the guys on the front row for tonight's race. And it looks like those two will be the number 7 of that's usually Jeremy Keffer. That's going to be Max Boost. And outside of him will be I'm Goofy in the 1. So those two will be getting pre-race interviews. As Lisa Rothgeb just missed it by a couple of hundredths. But welcome everybody once again. Got a good show for us tonight. About a 11 car field it appears for tonight's showing. And yeah, Fluffy looks like he wasn't able to qualify. He'll be starting in the back, a very strong contender. Wasn't able to qualify, but we're going to go ahead and get pre-race interviews going. And right after that, we're going to get to the starting order and our race picks. So we have the 7 of Max Boost. He'll be starting on pole for tonight's race. We're going to interview from him. And also Goofy in the 1 will be our second person to get interviewed, both in the front row for tonight's race. And Max, is your priority audio set to allow?
Yes, sir.
Alright, Saab, we're going to be filling in for Keffer tonight in the 7 Cup regular. You're able to get the win at Watkins Glen in the Cup Series race earlier this season. If I'm not mistaken, you'll be piling the filter time number 7 tonight.
Absolutely.
All right, man. So you got the pole. Always known for being fast at road courses. As I just said, you won the Cup race here about a month or so ago, and was top 5 there the entire race. What's your goal after today's race? And you already got the pole. What do you expect going into today's race?
I expect to be fighting off some of the best drivers we have. These guys are fast, too. I'm waiting to see if Fluffy's coming in, because, man, if Fluffy's in, it's going to be a battle. You know, I'm just excited to run with these guys. Road courses are always fun, especially with the clutch and H-pattern shifter. It takes a lot of work.
So you're on a wheel and stick shift, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Alright, that's always, I mean, to me it makes it a lot more fun. I don't have a shifter, I do have a wheel though. To me it makes it a lot more fun and challenging, so but good luck for you then. You got anything else to say before we let you go?
Just, you know, everybody have fun. It's going to be a good one, and thank you for streaming.
No problem, man. That was Zobmax, driver number 7 for JRM, filling in for Jason Keffer tonight. And he'll be sitting on pole. We're going to see, looks like we can't get Goofy, so he'll be getting the 3rd place driver, and that appears to be Diesel Rothgeb. He'll be starting P3 tonight. We'll get him in here. His invites are going out in 4 minutes. Alright, Diesel's your priority set to allow?
Yeah, we good.
What, are you in the moneyline car tonight? Or are you in
I'm in, whatever the blue and yellow one is.
the, the Pirate, whatever, yeah. But Diesel, you're starting P3 tonight, the highest starting Ford. Actually the best Ford other than the 6th place Titans. Right now on the playoff bubble, 9th in standings, which you have ran about half the races, but what's your expectations going tonight's race, starting P3?
I don't really know. Just a little bit of practice here today, right before the race. So car feels fast. Saab is extremely fast. So I'm not really sure how we're going to stack up. I think there's a couple guys running close to the same lap times, I think, up towards the front. So it's going to be about who puts the laps together. And I don't know how strategy's going to come down with the times two and this race length, so I have no idea.
All right. Can you answer me a question? Is Fluffy in the field tonight, or is he not going to be able to make it?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard from him, but he was not in the party when I left.
Well, that is a big contender there. Fluffy, usually the best at road courses, not going to be able to make it tonight, it looks like. So that's if we wait for him 10 minutes. So he might make it tonight if he can. We'll see number 16 in the field once again. But Corey, anything else you guys say before we let you go?
Nope, have fun, enjoy it, we'll see what we can do.
Alright, I'll see you Rothgeb, driver number 22 for Penske Racing. Congrats on your third place qualifying position, and good luck tonight. But as he said, Fluffy, who is a major contender in these races, especially at road courses, is a maybe to start the race. If he does, if he's able to make it, he'll be starting in the 12th position, which is a lot of ground to make up at road courses, or really anywhere, but road courses definitely. Starting last. With that, we're going over the starting order for tonight's event at the Big Apple 200 at Watkins Glen International. As we heard from him on pole, Max Boost in the number 7, filling in for Jason Keffer, who injured his hand falling down the stairs over his dog, so hopefully he's doing okay. Starting P2, outside another JRM car, that is I'm Goofy in the 1. Row 2, starting inside, that's Diesel Rothgeb, just heard from him in the 22. Starting P4, outside row 2, that is Deadpool in the 21. Row 3, closing out the top 5, is Will Mosley from the back in the number 9 car for JRM. It's all JRM cars in the top 5. And starting 6, making his first start in a while, Titans in the number 99 for Roush Fenway Racing. Starting P7, row 4, you have the 20 of Voltage and the number 6 of Marcus Edub. Starting in row 5, P9, you have Trey in the 79 and the number 90 of Rough Raven making his first start tonight. And starting 11th, you have Smoke Zmog in the 12, who was not able to qualify, it appears, who will also be starting in the back, another fast guy. And we're going to wait on Fluffy here, so Fluffy will be starting P12 in the number 16. See if we can get more people as we got here, so we're going to see if we can get Voltage and a couple other guys for pre-race interviews. So we can get Will Mosley in number 9. He'll be getting here for a pre-race interview. He's starting P5. And then Voltage starting P7 will be another one we're going to get in here.
What's going on? Grab it.
Alright. Alright, make sure party audios are set to allow. Thank you, Will, for joining. Will, what scheme you run tonight?
I think I'm going to run the American scheme. It's the only one I really like.
Gotcha. So Will starting P5 tonight at Watkins Glen. All JRM cars inside the top 5 as team owner Keffer is resting at home. What's your expectations going into tonight's race?
I'm going to win this thing, Slade.
You want to win it?
Yeah. I'm taking no tires throughout the whole race.
I hear you. Bag, does that sound logical? Does that sound logical?
I think he was coughing.
I feel like it's a bold strategy.
I hear you. That number 9, I believe that's one of your best qualifying starts this season, P5. I believe that's if I'm not mistaken. So, obviously, looking to probably have a really good finish tonight, Will. Yeah, anything else you want to say?
Yeah,
Other than
I
your
would
no
like
tire
to,
strategy?
I would like to correct you. This is my fourth time qualifying fifth, but I have not qualified better than that. You are correct.
Oh,
Take her to the house, baby.
All right, Will. All right,
Catch you in a rerun.
that was Will Mosley, driver number 9 for Junior Motorsports, full of personality, starting P5 tonight at Watkins Glen. All right, Voltage, you got to top that interview. So starting P7, not used to seeing you in the back, but there's a lot of fast guys in the back. You got Smoke Zemo qualifying 11th and Fluffy 12th. So what's your plans for tonight's race? I mean, is it kind of just sit in the back and just chill, let everyone settle out, or is it, I'm gonna try to gain every spot I can to start the race?
no, it's gonna definitely be about surviving, especially the first stage there. I feel like might have a few mistakes early on, but didn't get it done in qualifying. Made a few mistakes, but I don't know. I think we should have maybe a top 4, top 5 car for sure. Like I said, just gotta keep all 4 tires on the road. Be there at the end.
Yep, track like this, Watkins Glen, any road course. If you stay on the track, you're guaranteed a somewhat decent finish, even though if you're just decently fast. So the points battle, I believe, with Fluffy starting 12th, and you're not that far away from first. Does him not be able to make qualifying, does that look into the point standings for you, with you qualifying 7th?
I would like to think, but if history repeats itself, he'll probably be up there battling for the lead very shortly in this race. But we're just gonna try to capitalize, get as many points as we can, and just try to get a good finish. Like I said, if we have a chance to win this race, I'll be surprised.
Well, you heard it here first. Seems like there's a select few guys who are just outpacing everybody by a very large margin of time. So, thanks, Voltage, for your time in the booth. This is Voltage driver number 20 for Joe Gibbs Racing, starting P7 tonight. There's only one of me, so. All right, next we have, and lastly, Marcus in the 6. He'll be our final interview, and then we should be good to go. Marcus, he's in the custom car, so I'm going to go to his cup car here. Try it, Marcus, here, one last interview, and then we'll go over our sponsors, and then the race should be up. You got a copy, Marcus? Alright, make sure your party audio is set to allow, please. Alright, already set up. Well, Marcus starting at P8 in tonight's race. Your team owner Fluffy starting P12. So the Roush Fenway cars got some work to do, but it's not uncommon for y'all to make your way to the front. I asked Voltage the same question. Is your plan kind of just ride around for the first couple stages and then make moves at the very end, or are you just going to go for position as fast as you can to start this race?
Well, speaking, first of all, it's a road course, so I mean, it's all about getting into your rhythm. So mainly, I'm just looking forward to just try to just find a rhythm, just stay in the rhythm, and hopefully, come away with a top 5 finish. I know there's fast guys tonight. I've been working on the car. Car is not great, so I'm really just looking forward to just getting into a rhythm, maybe playing it off a strategy. In the third stage, of course, goes balls to the wall, but just mainly play it safe.
I was about to say, like I said, Fluffy was able just to get up there, and you also got Smoke Z-Mog in the number 12 in the back as well. So Ford's got some work to do. What is this? Does this starting position, do you think at all is going to affect your finish today's race? And also looking at the playoff picture?
I mean, it could say a lot of things, and yeah, it can affect where you run. Cause I mean, shoot, you can start in the front, and you can stay in the front the whole time. But once a caution comes out, cautions breed cautions, and you can be in the back after being in the front all day, and then the ones in the back, they can take advantage of that. So, I mean, really, it just comes down to if you're in the if you're in the right spot at the right situation. Honestly,
Yeah, that's how your season's played out. Honestly, if you've been in the wrong spot at almost every wrong time. Hopefully that changes today.
I'm hoping it does, and also for the playoffs. It's a tight battle between that last spot, so that's another reason why I'm trying to take cautions with this, because I mean, fighting for a playoff spot, you don't want to do anything to mess up, ruin your chances, and coming in here at the bottom at the playoff board, just trying to take it one race at a time, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, Marcus. So, good luck in tonight's race. That was Marcus E-Dub, driver number 6 for Roush Fenway Racing. He'll be starting P8 tonight. You got some work to do. But the Roush Fenway cars have always been able to finish up front. Good luck, Marcus. And with that, we have about 2 minutes until racing bets are going out. So, we obviously have to thank our sponsors and affiliates. First, our sponsors. First sponsor in our Xfinity Series or a National Series Ronin Imports. You can go check them out on Twitter at Ronin Imports. Check out what they do, give them a follow. And especially for Speedway Collective, for sponsoring our default series, make sure to check them out at SC Fantasy Racing. And our affiliate Pocono Raceway for letting us put their name on our Cup Series and the Pocono Raceway Cup Series, which is tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Nice 1.5 mile race. Should be a great one. It'll be a great show. Hope you guys enjoying that. You're able to tune in to that. And our picks of the race, though. Jay told me, Hyper, who's usually with me in the booth and able to make it tonight, wanted me to go ahead and give his picks. He said his race winner, he thinks he's going to be Max Boost. He was starting P1. And his sleeper is Deadpool, who is starting in the 4th position. My picks, I'm going to also go with Max Boost. He seems to be the favorite. Other than Fluffy, but Fluffy's got to make his way from 12th on up, and it's going to be very difficult to do that. But I think it's when you saw Max in the number 7 car filling in for Jason Keffer. And my sleeper pick, I'm going to go with... I'm going to pick Titans in the 99. While he's not much of a sleeper, he's a very skilled driver. He has not been here in a while. It's his first race. He might have some rust on him, so why he's qualified P6, but he should be fine, ready to go tonight. And the number 99 for Roush Fenway. And looks like for teams-wise, we have, like I said, 3 Roush Fenway cars starting in 6th, 8th, and 12th. You have 2 Penske cars starting 3rd and 11th. You have 2 JRM cars starting, or 3 JRM cars, starting 1st, 2nd, and 5th. The best overall team qualify. Joe Gibbs starting in 7th. You have RCR starting 4th, along with the 79 and 90 custom cars. Driver owners starting in 9th and 10th. And there are invites. Excuse the blue screen here. We're going to wait a second. Alright, here we go. 12 car field. This is the Fluffy in the number 16 right there. Join late. We start in 12th. Everybody's in the normal spots. Contractors at Watkins Glen should see a minimum of, or a maximum of 2 cautions. Here at these road courses, cautions do not come on a consistent basis, so it should be a very green flag race, or race filled with green flag racing. And tonight, as Jason Kepper, as we've said, as Max filling in for him, we will be on the onboard of Titans in the number 99. And where is your pole setter? There he is. We're doing a pace lap here. Everyone's getting into order. Most likely going to just go get all set in the long straightaway here. As you see here, is Saab is just running a normal lap. They're going to get through the bus stop in the carousel. Actually, they're going to do it on the long straightaway on the back stretch. Can't go without saying that before we start this race that A Trout, driver number 61 in this series, was involved in a serious car accident on December 27th. If you guys follow our Twitter, or pretty much everybody in Team MBN, their Twitter, it was on their feed. He had a serious car wreck. If you go to our tweet or tweet about that, you will show it, the details and all that. But he had a GoFundMe. If you guys could donate to that, anything, it'd be great to support his cause. I believe they're right now near the 27,000 mark, which is fantastic for him. We got to show him support from everyone here at Team MBN. And as they round the final turn, Max gets to the restart zone. And we are green as the 1 did not get going there, and that stacks up the entire outside line, including the 22. The 9 and the 6 all got stacked up there. And the 1 also in the outside wall starting 2nd, and he's all the way back to the 6th position. This makes room for the 21 to go to 2nd. That is the 99 of Titans. He goes to P3. P4. It appears we have Marcus, if I'm not mistaken. P4 Marcus, and P5 is Goofy, actually. Oh, we got a lot of cars through the grass on board of Diesel Rothke. And they're still just trying to get sorted out as Fluffy is flying by. This corner, oh, the 1 and the 9 overdrive the corner, and that's going to send the 16. He's in trouble. 16 trying to get it up. 20 almost involved. And the 1 car of Goofy, after starting second, has had that was a pretty bad first lap, as he's now back to, I would like to say, the 8th position. Ref Raven here in the number 90, making his first start in the series tonight, trying to make his way through the field. Going to the inside of Smoke Zmog through the bus stop. Oh, the 1 just nailed the inside wall, and that's going to be some trouble. The 79 of Trey got caught up in it. Those two settle it out. Great battle here for the 4th position. This is Rothgib. And the 6 of Marcus with the 16 of Fluffy right behind them. And Fluffy is just making his way through the field, already up to the 5th position. And now gives the 22 a little bit of a bumper there, and he's on the inside of the Diesel. When they crossed the start-finish line right there, they were at 6 laps to go in stage 1. So 6 to go in stage 1, as it is Saab Max with a very healthy lead on the rest of the field. And actually, no, never mind. Him and Deadpool have a good lead on the rest of the field. But Deadpool in the 21, riding strong in second. Deadpool is a full-time regular here in the Road Reports National Series. Has not gotten a win this season. Neither is Saab, but Saab is a part-timer, max boost 27 in 7. Full-time Cup Series driver, number 48 for Hendrick Motorsports. Oh, Max goes a little wide there, and that's going to cost him the lead and possibly second, as Deadpool takes the lead. And the 7 finally gets it back going. And he will lose a lot of ground as he drops to behind Fluffy. He goes to 4th, but now it's the 21 of Deadpool leading some of his first laps of the season. As Bill's now pretty spread out, we're going to go through our running order here. Brought to you by Ronin Imports. Starts up front with Deadpool. Deadpool is a very good road course racer. He is being told he always is following Red 4424 Pro Leaguer, drove the number 13 the Pro League, always working with him in setups, following his guidance. So obviously a great guy to go with setup wise, but he's showing off. He's right now sitting P1, and also obviously you have 2 Roush Fenway cars, so they'd be strong. Might not have qualified so well, but right now you have second place Titans in the 99 making his first start in a while. And right behind him, possibly to lose that spot any second, but Fluffy, who started P12, already up to 3rd and is looking like the favorite. These 2 Roush Fenway cars looking to try and catch the 21, as Fluffy just gained so much time on Titans. Maybe Titans let old boss man go here before he holds him up a little bit too much, and so they can both catch Deadpool. But back to 4th, he shows Saab max boost here. After that little mishap, qualified first, like a couple laps, showed a lot of speed. Little mishap in the second to last turn sent him back to 4th. Oh, the 99 and the... Also, we have a caution. It appears. And we did have a caution, and that's the end of stage 1. And with that, you have Deadpool winning his first stage of the season. Second place Titans. Fluffy was able to get 3rd that stage. Max boost 4th, and Diesel Rothgeb finishes stage 1 in 5th. And that is much needed points for both Diesel and Titans, and possibly even Deadpool, because they're going to need them going into the playoffs. That we're going to get back going here for stage 2, and possibly some strategy going on here as the number 90 of Rough Raven takes the lead. Titans to second, Fluffy third, Deadpool fourth, and fifth was Max Boost on the restart. Quick is overtaken though. Fluffy trying to clear the 21. There'll be 3 wide going in the second turn, and Deadpool gives the 16 a little bit of a door there, letting the 99 get out front. They sorted out single file, and Titans gets off to a very healthy lead with Fluffy second, Deadpool third, Rough Raven fourth, and Rough Raven going to try to go to the inside here in the bus stop. Thought better of it perhaps. The 21 and the 90 both have a little bit of air going to the bus stop. That's the 2 Jerem cars, the 7 and the 9. Try and make a move on him. They have a little contact. Still got a long battle here, as Rough Raven will lose 2 positions, possibly more. Oh, he has a little trouble on the last turn. The 90 goes around, a little contact with the 12. Couldn't tell if that influenced it, but he will lose a lot of ground there. And it looks like there was trouble with the 22 Diesel Rothkeb. He is way off the pack. I want to see if we can find out what happened to him. Possibly got turned through the bus stop or during the first turn. That was the most common places to get spun. But he is back there in the, you see him in the top of your screen as a 90 pass. He's in the 12th position, way off the pack, along with the 90 of Rough Raven. Let's go back up front. The 16 of Fluffy was able to get around his teammate, Titans, and the 16, after starting last, has moved his way to the front and is now your leader with the Rastromate cars with a huge lead over the 3rd place car of Deadpool. You have a nice pack cars here. Looks like you have, this is the 3rd place Deadpool, 4th place Max Boost, and 5th place Voltage has made his way to the top 5. Because everyone wants every spot they can get. As wow, they got really bundled up here. Is the 20, the 9, the 1, the 12, and the 6. A 5-car pack here. Watkins Glen usually doesn't go too well. And they make way to the bus stop quite nicely is the 1. Now on the outside of the 12, Smokey's Mile looking to make a pass there. And he's not going to make that pass. The 1 gets back by him. The 7 in the grass again. Max doesn't spin but loses a lot of time, and he will get passed by a lot of cars. The 20, the 9, 12, and 1 all pass him, and a lot of positions lost there. Hopefully going to try to make him back. But Fluffy, a huge lead over his teammate in the 99. And Titans has a much larger lead over the 21 of Deadpool. Those guys look like they have almost cemented their positions. The front 2. Oh, the 1 has to miss out through the bus stop. The 6 has nowhere to go, and the 7 almost gets turned. Max Boost has had some trouble here today. Whether he just got loose in the grass or he just been caught up in incidents, but 7 car not having that great of a day. But he's trying to make his ground back up, as like we said, he won the cup race here earlier this season. Oh, we have 1 car around. It's the 21 of Deadpool, who was Hyper's sleeper pick. Goes around, and he will be making his... Nope, decides not to pit. And he will fall back to 10th, as these 2, Diesel Rothkeb and the 90 of Rough Raven, still behind him. And looks like referee is going to let the 22 have that position. Knows the 22 is faster. And Diesel Rothkip goes to the 11th position. Fluffy and Titans, like I said, very major lead. It's a lot bigger now. The third place car of Deadpool spun out. I believe now third goes to... Is it the 99? Or the 9, excuse me? Looks like it's the 9 from the back. He's right now in P3, P4 voltage, and P5 belonging to... It's like Smoke Zmog. And P5 is... Oh, as I say that, Zmog gets loose off the second to last turn, hits the wall, and he will fall back to 6th as Max Boost back to 5th. When they come back by, it will be 5 to go. As the 9 of Will Mosley is making some good ground here. And probably not, maybe not as fast as the 99 of the 16, but he is starting to pull away from the 20 of voltage, and he needs a race like this. Now 5 to go in stage 2. Fluffy has about a, looks like a 2-second lead over teammate Titans, and Titans, it's actually about a 1.5 second lead. In Titans, he has a gap of, appears to be, seems a 6.4 second lead over the third place car of from the back. So obviously these Russian weight cars are hooked up and they are flying. But when stage 3 comes, they're going to get bunched up again. Like strategy had the 90 had, might shovel these two out. Looks like the 99 made up some room there on the 16. Got about 3/10 there, so he is catching them. One more game of Titans with now 4 to go in the stage. And Fluffy almost has solidified himself as the points leader and the regular season champion. As in the pre-show, it took him to have a very bad race, or to not race tonight, for voltage in the 20 to have a chance. Also 7 to Keffer. You know, Max Boost also was here racing for him, or is here racing for him, and he's there in that point battle as well. But still, the 16 have a bad race for these two to have a chance. Use the bumpers as preferred here at Watkins Glen to hit the bumpers. But these two Roush Fenway cars are flying. And different race themselves. Go back to third, and that is now still from the back. He has a very big lead now over the 20 and the 7, as the 20 of voltage just got back by the 7 for 4th. Had a great battle here between these guys. 3-car battle, 27-12. That is Smoke Zmog in the 6th position back there. First season in the series, full-time season, excuse me, driving for Penske under Diesel Rothgeb in that number 12 car, orange, white. Smoke Zmog, only 14 years old, one of the younger drivers at MBN, actually the youngest. Xfinity Cup, everything. So it's nice to see him out here as he just passed the 7 of Max Boost for 5th. So the 12 goes to 5th. Lose some ground to the 20 there. Falls to 7. Oh, the 9 was around. The 9 from the back spun in the carousel. but no caution. So the 9's day just went from going very good, and it is. I mean, he's only, so Voltage is 3rd, Smoke Z-Mog 4th, so he's only back to 5th, and he has a fast enough car. Makes him have the 6 off track. 6 and Marcus Edub off the track. Voltage decided to make his pit stop. Appears to be the only one as a 7, losing more ground. Voltage pitting, Fluffy and Titan still way ahead. These two now in the carousel compared to 3rd place Smoke Z-Mog, who is just now almost entering the bus stop. There was the potential for strategy here because at Watkins Glen you can either be like Voltage and pit here and then not pit at the stage break and gain some track position, or you can just pit at the stage break, have the fresher tires. So it'll be interesting to see what everyone does here. The Titans has a 13-second lead over the 12 as Rough Raven makes his pit stop, it appears, in number 90. Voltage now coming out is going to be a lap down. Obviously, it backfires a strategy. What you want to do is pit but still be on the lead lap, which obviously he is not. He is more than a few seconds behind Fluffy, so his goal right now is just to be the lucky dog, and this is going to hurt the 20 for the day. No one else in pit road, however. The 90 still getting his pit stop. Interesting to see what happens here. If he can catch him, it is not likely for him to, but we'll see what he can do. As right now, your top 5 rides Fluffy in first, obviously. You have, we'll go here to Fluffy. Titans in second, Smoke Z-Mog 3rd. From the back, or mostly he's 4th, that's number 9. And 5th is Deadpool. We'll see if Fluffy pits here. And he does not. Titan doesn't pit either. And that is the end of the stage. Fluffy will win stage 2. Looks like Titans will bring his Ford Mustang home P2. As they're still racing back. For the top 5 here at MBN, the top 5 get stage points. You get 5 and a playoff point for first, 4 for second, 3 for third, 2 for fourth, and 1 point for fifth. As we see here, as everyone crosses the line, Smoke Z-Mog brought his Ford Mustang home P3, Deadpool P4, Marcus E-Dub P5. That is a much needed point for him. Notables to not get any points, Max Boost from the back, and Voltage did not get any stage points. And a driver who was up there in stage 2, or stage 1, not there in stage 2, can't forget about, as well, is Diesel Rothgeb, was caught up in an incident on lap 1 of the stage, so obviously riding pretty much by himself, finishing in the 8th position that stage. So he's looking to rebound, but right now it's like nobody can catch these two rash runway cars of Fluffy and Titans. And it looks like Titans going to get the edge here. You got him off pit road, but obviously Fluffy has the advantage being on the inside. You have Smoke Z-Mog 3rd, I'm Goofy 4th, and 5th is Marcus. It's obviously a bad pit stop by Deadpool, but here we go. Looks like almost there. Oh, the 6 goes around, the 9's involved, the 20's involved, a major stack up off of the first turn, and that is going to be the second caution of the night. Like the 6 got the rumble strips there, the yellow and red part of the track that is usually used to keep a barrier drivers bounce off of, but Mark's like he got around and collected the 20 and the 9. It's our second caution of the night. The first one to not end a stage break is the first caution ended stage 1. We'll see what everyone do. They're going to take 4 tires and get the fresh tires once again, or they're going to try some strategy. Only not even a lap went by before a caution. And it looks like nobody decided to pit, possibly the guys who were involved in that wreck. So the Roush Runway cars back in the top 2. Smoky Z-Mog is in 3rd. I'm Goofy 4th, and 5th belongs to Deadpool. That's Max Boost there in 6th. Titans has the advantage here going into turn 1, but Fluffy, you're going to get a great exit off of turn 1. Clears his teammate. The 12 and the 99 still side by side through the S's. 99 is going to clear him. Oh, contact in the back. I believe that's the 90. He's in the grass. The 6, the 9, the 20, along with the that was the 22 and the 79. All had to avoid him. It's the 20, the 9 make contact out of the bus stop, and they're still trying to save it as the 9 does, slow up from the 6. But now you see Fluffy first, 2nd Titans, 3rd is Smoke Z-Mog, 4th Max Boost, and 5th now Deadpool, as these guys still trying to work themselves out, but not too far behind. It's actually 5th is I'm Goofy, excuse me. 6th is Deadpool. 7th is Rothgeb. Those two not far behind at all, but those guys in the back separated. 90 of Rough Raven, 79 of Trey, 6 of Marcus, 20 of Vultures, and the 9 from the back. Pretty separated, but we know that 9 has speed. Oh, the 6 overdrives the corner way out into turn 1. And now he's going to join the pack of the 79 and the 90 as the 20 and the 9 car separate themselves from them. They're looking to catch the 22 and the 21. On board is Rothgeb in the 7th position. Finally was able to make his way up to mid-pack after the incident in stage 2. I'm Goofy here in the 5th position. Driving for JRM, I believe this will be his 3rd start of the season. A newcomer here at MBN, known for driving in the On a Mission Racing League. Very fast over there. Right now in the 5th position, trying to have his best finish of the season. Ooh, oh, pretty much overdrove the corner. Let's 21 catch up as thought we had a car on the wall. We do in the back 90. He hits the wall, or the 79, excuse me. As number 9 is pretty much caught the 22. 22 has lost the 21 trap position wise. So let's see what this 9 car can do. Trying to get to the back of the 22. From the back was running in the 2nd position at one, or the 3rd position at one point. Obviously, has a very fast Chevy Mustang or Chevy Camaro. Excuse me. Let's see how he approaches the 22. And the 1 car of Goofy is going to make his green flag pit stop here. So everybody will gain a spot who was 5th on back as the look like the 9 gave the 22 somewhat of a shove there. It's going to slow them both down. The 20 is able to catch up. And it looks like the 22 is going to get the advantage here, and he does. To go back to the front, there is a pretty close margin between 1st and 2nd. As actually all 4 of these cars, Fluffy, Titans, Max, and Z-Mog, all in the top 4 with a very close margin. Fluffy obviously still your leader, but you can't count any of the other 3s out. as we now have 12 laps to go here at Watkins Glen as they just crossed 12 to go. These two starting to somewhat pull away from the 7 and the 12. 12 now almost on the bumper of the 7. These two have been the class of the field all night. Max going to let this 12 go, so it's Smoke Zmog to 4th, or to 3rd, excuse me. So now it's Ford's 1, 2, 3. As Smoke Zmog gets loose once again, it's the second time we've seen that from him. He only loses 1 position, but a lot of ground loss for the 12 there. As he dropped back to 4th, and we're looking at 5th place. It appears that is Deadpool. That is Deadpool, and in the number 21, he's 5th. These guys here, UFC from the back, and 6th up there, Voltage 7th, this Rock up 8th. These guys normally in the top 3, top 5 on a consistent basis. Real quick, we check the 9 off course again into the inside wall, and he will go from 6th to 9th. A troubling race to the 9. He is a very fast car. We've seen him running 3rd at best. Obviously, he has the speed. Just not having the best of luck today. Pole setter Max Boost running 3rd. The closest car is the 12 of Smoke Zmog that puts it 10 to go. Ten laps to go. Looks like everyone will be, unless you save gas, or actually I think if you pit, if you were able to pit on the caution, the previous caution, I think if you save some gas, you're going to make it on fuel. Which, I don't know, not 100% sure who decided to pit. But those 2 laps of gas are definitely savable. Just all depends if you have the tires to make it. As a left front tire here at Watkins Glen seems to wear the most. So very interesting to see if you've watched our race before. Cup or Xfinity, Fluffy, and the Roush Runway Camp have lost a lot of races off strategy. We have a couple cars almost around 22 and the 20. Diesel Rothgeb and Voltage had some contact coming out of the second to last turn, and the number 9 from the back able to pass both of them. And they will lose a lot of time and only a few spots. Now we have 9 laps to go. Fluffy has an amazing lead. Like I said, if they can save the 2 laps of gas, they can make it on the run. They can win this race, but I don't know if there's anybody out there in this pack who is trying to save the fuel. But if they can, it'll be an interesting finish to see, because Fluffy, as we've said, Fluffy and the Roush Runway Camp have lost a good bit of races off of fuel strategy. They've just been so fast they could not save the gas, and they've lost races. For example, Martinsville Cup, Fluffy obviously almost half the track faster than the rest of the field, loses it to the 3FC Workman because of fuel strategy. Now with 8 laps to go. See, now it looks like that's Marcus. He's up, no, Smoke Zmog, excuse me, up to P3. Having a great run for him. P4, as I said, Max, and P5. It appears to be the 21. I'm mistaken of Deadpool. Titan's starting to fall into the reach. of everyone else. It's the 12 and the 7, but it looks like Titans is potentially trying to save some fuel in that number 99 car. So while he may lose a few positions, let the 12 go here. There's a short shift there, shifted very early. We're going to see if that saved him any gas. It looks like he did save a lot of gas for one lap of saving from what I could tell. And the 99, it's going to be close. The 99, I think he's going to have it saved if he has enough time. If Fluffy has the pit, which it looks like he will. Fluffy has a very large gap over the rest of the field, or especially these two. But yeah, Titans has already saved nearly a third of a lap just from saving from that lap. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do. But Fluffy in his NASCAR Heat Pro League sponsored number 16, with now, I believe that is 6 to go. Yep, 6 laps to go. Trying his best to just outrun the field. Deadpool has now fallen to the graphs of the 20 and the 22. Voltage and Diesel Rocky have passed him. Just trying to see if these guys are trying to play some fuel strategy. Smoke Z-Mog now up to the Rough Raven number 90. Does make his green flag pit stop, but Smoke Z-Mog to second, passing Titans. So we didn't announce that, but it did happen a lap ago. As you see, I believe the 12 is, I believe everyone is saving gas, other than the 16. Oh, the 12 is definitely saving. Also, gotta worry about that left front tire right now with Titans. His left front tire is at 38%, which is pretty low for a ×2 tire fuel wear race. The 12, you see, he is in max save mode right now, letting the 99 and the 7 go. And the 99's let the 7 go. So max boost up 2 spots there. He is now back to second. But the 99 and 12 are saving gas. #20 and the 22 still pulling away from Marcus. Also to get by the 21. 9 from the back has a good lead on these two. He's in the 5th position. Oh, the 9 hits the inside wall. And I don't believe it's going to be a caution as he gets out of the way of the 6. And lets the 21 go. Once again, the 9 leaves off just a very fast race car he was able to make in that number 9. Loses a lot of positions there. I believe everyone's saving gas. Where is the... I think I would like to say everyone's saving, but the 16 just has such a big lead. I don't know if he's saving or not. Here is second place Max Boost, and he is still way behind as we have 4 laps to go now, and they come back around, it'll be 3 laps to go. And Titans being in the 3rd position, pretty far behind the 16 of Fluffy. Yet looks like he has around a third of a lap to save, around half a lap to save of fuel. There's still 4 to go. So he obviously is going to make it. The 99 of Titans potentially could get his first. Oh, as him and the 7 both overdrive the corner, no course penalties for them. Able to barely make it out. Looks like they lipped it enough. From the back, able to get past the 21 again. Marcus able to get around the 22 of Diesel Rothgeb. Try and get the order here. So it looks like we have first Fluffy, second Max, third Titans, fourth is Smoke Zmog. I believe fifth is Voltage, if I'm not mistaken. He's coming out of the carousel, or out of the last turn, excuse me. Well, that is fifth. Right now, Voltage is in P5. Marcus trying to get around him, as from the back just got around Diesel Rothgeb for seventh. It looks like the 22 is now in fuel save mode. Six Marcus looks like he's going to try and get around the 22 here, or the 20. Just want to make that move. Get through the bus stop. See if there's a 9 car flying through the bus stop as he got the back of the 6. 22, as we said, in full save mode, just got passed by the 21. And the 9 is going to get past the 6 here. That is for 6th. Nope, he's going to battle him for it. They're both behind the 20. And 9 makes the pass from the back, trying to go to 5th now after making that mistake. And the 99 is going to make it on gas, as we now have 2 laps to go. And Fluffy, at this point, you're not pitting. At this point in the race, you're not pitting this late. If you're going to pit, you would done sooner like Rough Raven than 90 did. But Fluffy, with this big of a lead, can he hold on to it? As Rough Raven, the car behind Fluffy, a lap down. But Fluffy started 12th. In the back, did not make qualifying, barely made the race. And he's looking to try and get a win today. As when we come to the start finish, there'll be 1 to go. Not only does Titans have his fuel light on, he has his tire light on too. So tires could be a problem for the guys staying out. But now we have, when he reaches on, 1 to go, sponsored by Ronin Imports. Can Fluffy, will his tires and fuel hold up? Or will someone like Max Boost or Titans pounce on the situation? Up through the S's, the 16. Not slowing down any. Going very slow though. Still trying to save that gas. He must not be all the way good. As the 90 has caught him. And the 16 is out of gas. Can he make it back to the line? Fluffy is out, trying to let the 90 go. And he has to get out of the way. Fluffy out of gas. The 7's out of gas. And here he comes past Fluffy. Max Boost is going to win, as Fluffy gets bit by fuel strategy again. Smoke Zmog also coasting to the line. You see Fluffy there. Brings it home third. A heartbreaking loss for the 16 of Fluffy. But Max Boost in the 9 car here. He's out of gas, trying to coast it back. It's passed by Trey. As your finish order, you have Max Boost winning the race in the number 7. Filling in for Jason Keffer. Titans brings his home second. Fluffy, a heartbreaking third. Smoke Zmog fourth, and Voltage closes out your top 5. I Am Goofy in the 1 will finish 6th. 7th is Diesel Rothgeb in the 22. 8th will be Deadpool Stage 1 winner in the 21. 9th is Trey. 10th from the back. 11th, it appears, is going to be Rough Raven, and he's able to finish the race as the 9 car still trying to coast around. I believe Rough Raven has a chance to beat the 9 here, because he was able to pass the 16 to get his lap back. And it looks like Rough Raven is going to push Will across the line. Is this just fantastic? and he even gives him the spot. So it looks like will finish 10th, Rough Raven 11th, and we had a disconnect from Marcus Edub as he finished in 12th. We're going to get Max Boost, Titans, and Fluffy for post-race interviews. Yeah, the dominant car once again does not win. Very unfortunate event there, but it's not always about being the fastest car. Let's see, we get Fluffy. Max Boost. Along with Titans. For President's fast lap of the race, it looks like it was, I believe it was Fluffy with a 106.8 is Titans. We're going to see what Fluffy was able to run real quick. Correct thing, but here we go. Going to get the post-race interviews going here. As Titans, please make sure your party audios are set to always allow.
Yes, sir.
And Max Boost got the pole, made a few mistakes, rode around, like you said, where you were third, rode around third for the majority of the race, and with fuel strategy is able to get around Fluffy almost at the line, barely beats him. What was going through your mind on that final lap?
I thought Fluffy was going to make it, man. I felt really bad. I was just riding for myself. I kept on making mistakes. I figured out why. My shifter came loose, so I kept on missing my gears. So about 15 laps to go, I'd go to shift gears and the dang thing slipped out of my hand. So once I got that figured out, I was able to ride. I hate that it came down to fuel mileage again. This is almost exactly how it was like in the Cup race, except a lot more dramatic coming out of the turn. Happy birthday, Fluffy. I feel really bad. Like, I wanted to get that win, man. But it was good to, it's always good to win. It's always good. So I'm really happy to take the filter time car to victory lane. Hope, Jason Keffer feels better so I don't have to sub for him again. And even though it was a lot of fun, it was a good one. And I wish I got to race more with Fluffy. I hate it for him, man. I really do. But, it was a good one.
Yeah, it's, I was bringing this up as soon as I believe we were around 5 to go. I said the Roush cars have always been fast, but there have been several times where Fluffy has just been so fast he's lost it off of fuel strategy. It's not been able to save the gas. I feel like I jinxed that today as Fluffy was able to come in third, but he said sweeps. Technically, he swept Watkins Glen, both series. How does that feel? I believe that's the first track we've had this season that has been swept in both the Cup and Xfinity that we remember. How does that feel?
It feels pretty good because actually we had the default truck race here,
and that's
I
right.
won that one too. So
I think we
won
swept everything.
Trucks, Xfinity, and Cups. So let's get the dirt track cars around here too. Let's go.
Yeah, the dirt track Watkins Glen. See, we'll get there. But anything you got to say, Max? Got the pole, got the win.
Yeah, just thank you guys. I hate to win a race on fuel mileage. I really do. But, it's still fun, and just I appreciate everybody here. Good racing with a lot of guys. Sorry if I got into anybody. The shifter threw me for a loop. Thank you guys. Happy birthday, Fluffy, and, my heart goes out to Adam Troutman. Go donate to what happened and help him get through this horrible accident that happened through December. So, wishing the best for him. This wins for him, so, yeah.
Yep, that was number 7 of Max Boost, filling in for Jason Keffer tonight. Gets the win at Watkins Glen. Thank you for your time. Congrats on your win.
Thank you.
As he did say, we mentioned pre-race before the race started. Adam Troutman, he usually drives a 61 in the Team MBN Road and Imports National Series. Won 2 races this season. Daytona, Indianapolis, involved in a horrific car accident December 27th. If you go to our Twitter page, the link is there for the GoFundMe and everything. Please go donate to him. It means a lot to us, everybody, Team MBN and his family, if you can. But, this race did for him. No, we'll do a shootout because we start so late for him. But anyway, Titans in the 99. I believe you are next, my good sir. Is that correct?
Yes.
Party audio set to allow? Yes?
Yep.
Okay, actually my custom car is on 99. But Titans looked very fast, almost right behind Fluffy on almost every occasion. Was running second for 80% of the race. Did not finish behind the guy who was running first all race, but still P2. Talk about your race, man. This being your first race in a while here at Team MBN.
Yeah, if it was felt pretty comfortable. I knew that from the get-go, the second to last turn was probably going to be the biggest struggle, and it was.
Yeah.
That's basically what lost the race for me. I screwed it up with 2 to go, coming to 1 to go, and Max just perfected it. So it was a good race, though. I had a blast. I loved Glen, one of my favorite tracks. So
Yeah, man. Brought home second, first race in a while. I believe you're out of playoff contention, but still does not mean you cannot go here and run top 5. And I believe you're running the Cup race tomorrow at Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken, filling in for Jay Hyper.
yes, sir. I'm looking forward to that. Should have a fast car there. Looking for a top 5. But yeah, it should be fun.
Titans been making his first Cup Series start tomorrow at Charlotte, filling in for the 14 of Jay Hyper. So it should be interesting to see what he can do out there in his first Cup start, technically, not for himself, but his first Cup race. Anything else you want to say?
Not really. Just shout out to A-Trout and hope he feels better. Get well soon. It's not cool seeing one of your good buddies getting messed up like that. Please help and donate to that fundraiser.
Go Titans, go.
Yeah, Titans, thank you for your time in the booth, man. This has been Titan Joe, number 99 for Rest for Me Racing. Congrats on your second place finish. And good luck tomorrow, right now, tonight's race.
Thank you.
And it looks like we're not going to be able to get Fluffy in the booth. If I'm not mistaken, no Fluffy, so it's going to end interviews. Once again, thank you to everybody who was able to tune in tonight's race at Watkins Glen. Looks like we had 2 cautions, I would like to say, in tonight's event. So I think I said max of 2 cautions, and we almost got past it, be able to get that. Congrats to Max Boost on his win tonight, winning every Watkins Glen race we had this season. Won the Cup race off some fuel strategy, and won the default series, which wasn't at Trucks, Watkins Glen Trucks earlier this season. And also, as we said pre-race and just then, please go donate to Adam Troutman's GoFundMe. Obviously, like I said, he was in a horrific car accident December 27th. Please help him donate. It means a lot to everybody, his family, and everything. But I'm just going to close it out for the broadcast here tonight, as we'll be back tomorrow night with Alex Ned, and from the back in the booth, we'll be at Charlotte for race number 11 of the Pocono Raceway Cup Series season. This has been Slade G84 signing out. Have a good night.